What's up, guys? Jake Burns back here with the OBR film breakdown. Going to talk to you guys about LSU safety Grant Delpit, who the Browns selected in the second round, pick 44, and talk about specifically his variations in alignments, over 300 snaps in the slot, as we see here, over 300 snaps as a deep safety, what he can do specifically in these alignments, and what he brings to the Browns defense in 2020. So he covers a lot of tight ends. He will cover slot receivers. He is big enough to handle the tight ends, quick enough to be adequate against receivers when asked to play this big nickel role. You'll see him here lined up against the slot. Has very good mirroring skills. Physical at the point of attack right off the football. Does a nice job getting hands-on, dictating the route, giving himself a clear idea of direction. And what I like about his ability is when the football arrives at its catch point, he does a nice job of not grabbing and groping receivers and drawing penalties, getting hands on footballs, which is what you like to see. Tackling, a big point for Delpit. Not a concern about his desire to make tackles. You will see him flying up, making plays close to the line of scrimmage, or at least putting himself in the position to make plays that possibly other players wouldn't due to his reaction and closing speed ability. We're going to talk a lot about his 36 missed tackles over the last 2 years. But I think the thing that is worth noting is that not all missed tackles are created equal. Some guys arrive at places, others don't. He does a great job at making plays with range, and that's a big part of Delpit's game. You'll see him here, right drive, read this fake jet sweep action with a little quarterback pull out the backside here, put his feet in the ground, change direction, get downhill, and shoot through the thigh boards and wrap up well. When Delpit gets into issues of not tackling, it's when he does not use the arms to wrap. He uses the arms to wrap there. Again, slot coverage, a big part of his game, and the LSU defense like to let him be aggressive from that role. He's been in the backfield a lot over the last 2 years when I've watched as many snaps as I can. He gets there through blitzing. They like to let him wreak havoc from depth or close to the line of scrimmage. They did it in the national championship game. What you like here is his ability to throttle down as he's approaching the pocket and dictate which way quarterback Trevor Lawrence is going to escape. When he notices his escape to the right here, throttles down, shoots through the legs, makes a play in the backfield for a sack. He's did it well. He's done it all over the field in his career, and this is a big part of what they like about him is his ability to make these plays in the backfield. He will also, like I said, be a box player near the line of scrimmage in big nickel roles that can be a position for him. He does a nice job of being able to handle bigger players such as tight ends in split zone or lead downhill U-back, fullback types. I'm not sure he's going to thrive at the NFL level doing this, but he can be a force defender we see here, sort of maintain leverage, quick enough to make a quick move with the shoulder, inside shoulder dip, be elusive, wrap the legs. Big part again for Delpit. Grabbing, wrapping as he's shooting through, making tackles. It's a big part of why he's successful and a reason he's not successful if he's not using those arms. You get a feel for his single high safety look. So the beautiful part of his game is that he's able to play from various alignments and especially be able to be used in Joe Woods' defense as a deep safety in cover 3, cover 1, cover 6 looks where he's patrolling the middle of the field potentially, right? You're going to get a feel for range here. He's coming from far hash as the ball snapped, trying to cross the field and make a play with the perfect angle on a go route. He's prepping to be there and arrive at the catch point. He does a nice job here of noticing an underthrow due to the quarterback being hit at release, makes a play on the football, and that is no problem for Delpit. He is an exceptional player at making plays on the football during its arrival. He's done it throughout his career at LSU. He is going to make impact plays in coverage on the football. Okay, we're going to talk about his tackling issues now, right? He's a quick downhill player. When he reads and reacts, right, he is going to beat most people. At least he did at LSU to the point at which the back has to dictate direction. You really want to make sure you see from Delpit at the NFL level is being the aggressor as a tackler, not waiting for running backs who have ridiculously athletic and agile moves dictating which way they're going to take him, right? So you want to see him shoot through the legs a little bit quicker here, know where his issue is going to be that outside leverage is there to stop, but he needs to know that the inside vulnerability here, right? So as he's pursuing outside, doesn't use the arms necessarily to shoot through the legs, gets caught leaning, right? And he leans, doesn't wrap the legs, ends up being a missed tackle. Does slow him down for his teammates to get there to help, but does miss this tackle. Again, not all missed tackles are created equal. If you're arriving early, you have a chance to slow him down for others to make the play. but you really want to see him be able to get players down in open space. Sometimes there is no rhyme or reason to being able to do it. Guys are just really effective open field tacklers. Delpit does have some concerns about his open field tackling and ability to just find the right timing to get players down on the ground. We saw it, like I said, 20 missed tackles last year, 16 the year before, 36 over the last 2 years. He's got to clean it up. Another example here, you get a trips, just a simple bubble look, right? It's just an RPO bubble throw with a counter tag on the backside of GT pull. You're going to see him read and react to this, understanding it's 3/2 out here, that the Longhorns have a better look to throw the bubble. He reacts quickly. He's there where he needs to make a play at the line of scrimmage, but again, not wrapping the arms and bringing a player down. I mean, Devin Duvernay is a good player. He's going to catch this football. He's going to be in the NFL a long time. So Delpit has to not only understand he can shoot through legs, he's effective at shooting low through players, but he's got to use the hands when you're running to these lower center of gravity players who get low. As you see, Duvernay gets low here, beats him to the low point. You just have to hold on to legs. You want to see, the ability from Delpit to hold on to some body part to slow players down and just become an effective enough tackler in the open field to make it a part of his game, to add it to the part of his game, I should say, that is exceptional in covering from various alignments. So if you can see, Delpit becoming an effective open field tackler, just effective enough, this guy can go from an average NFL pro to truly becoming a Pro Bowl safety due to his length, ball skills, and the ability to close quickly and play with physicality. He just has to become a better open field tackler and getting guys to the ground. It doesn't have to be pretty at the NFL level, but you just got to get guys to the ground. So the Browns are hoping to see that turn from Delpit. If you've enjoyed this film study of Delpit, there's so much more. I have so many clips cut up in the OBR article attached in the bio to this video. Click that link and join us at the OBR, 50% off offer right now. Join, get all the film rooms. We have one up on Will's that you can click here in the YouTube channel. We also have one posted at the OBR. You can get that from us. Constant content. We'll have Jordan Elliott soon. Among all the draft picks, you will have film room studies of each. Again, this has been Jake Burns with the OBR Film Breakdown. Go Browns.